They call ABD Superman, but there was one Superman on Super Sunday, Ravindra Jadeja, because he could do absolutely nothing wrong against the Royal Challengers Bangalore, who were consigned to their first defeat by the Chennai Super Kings by a thumping 69 runs. We'll tell you all of it on Criclytics Man vs Machine. Don't go anywhere. Watch this space. Phew, that is an opening line and a half, but it really is a dagger to my heart as an RCB fan. But I'm going to be donning the neutral hat with Saba Karim in this post-match chat. Saba, where do we start? Because at the end of the day, Chennai Super Kings simply reign supreme.
Oh, Avanish, it seems as if CSK they enjoy such elements. They love such tracks where the ball is slow off the wicket. There is some turn and grip for the spinners because that's when their all-rounders come to the fore. And we saw that in this all-important clash with RCB. This was a battle of attrition. And I think CSK were far more proactive than RCB in choosing their 11. Such a bold move to drop on Giri and bring in Dwayne Bravo. And that was also prompted because Moeen Ali was injured, so they had to bring in more all-rounders in the system. So all this worked out very well for CSK. And I think MS Dhoni also enjoys these kind of conditions. And he knows how to control the game, how to utilize whatever resources he has, especially the spinners. The way he managed to get both Jadeja and Imran Tahir to bowl together. All that was fantastic to watch.
Absolutely. In terms of winning that crucial toss as well, that went in CSK's favour. And RCB, well, it's another day for them, and they have to, of course, think about it quickly because they play Delhi Capitals next. Before we move on to the predictions, Saba, and I can tell you that you've done exceedingly well in your first game. What was the turning point in this match? Because there were so many big moments. Do you feel it was Maxwell's wicket? Do you think it was Virat Kohli's wicket for starters?
No, to start off with, it was the last over which of Jadeja's batting exploit, Avanish. 37, the most expensive over ever recorded in IPL history. And that, I think, changed the momentum completely in the favor of CSK. What more can this man do? I mean, he's the perfect definition of an all-rounder. He scores runs at such a brisk pace, takes wickets, plus he's such a brilliant fielder. I mean, his inputs in CSK's success so far has been incredible. And I think this is one of the reasons why CSK are really favouring themselves now to go on and win this IPL once again.
Now, you guys might be thinking I'm a little coy about this CSK victory. Trust me, I'm not, because I know Ravindra Jadeja's name all over social media is plastered right now because, of course, like Saba said, 37 runs of that over means quite remarkable. Incidentally, he was also part of that match where Gale scored 37 against the Kochi Tuskers. So talk about life coming in a full circle. Let's move on to, of course, the predictions, because Saba, we talked about the batsmen. Criclytics went for Faf du Plessis and called it right. You went for Virat Kohli. It wasn't your day. You went 1-0 down here. What do you have to say about Faf du Plessis' knock? Because again, putting up a good stand with Ruturaj Gaikwad. They got 74, I think, for that first wicket. But Faf du Plessis again setting the platform.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Avanish. I think Faf du Plessis has been able to mold his game according to the conditions and the need of the team. And he has assumed a leadership role. And he does that to such a great effect, especially the way he sets up these targets for CSK. Even while chasing, I think he's been the key figure at top of the order to score some invaluable runs for his side. And I think the way he and Dave and Ruturaj Gaikwad, they get along very well together, so they understand each other's game. And I feel that Faf du Plessis, along with Ruturaj Gaikwad, they know how to build some very strong base for their side. And we saw that again today in this on a wicket which was far more aggressive in nature than what we have seen in the past. So it was very good batting display from Faf du Plessis once again.
Yeah, and credit to MS Dhoni once again, because he invariably gives his players a longer rope, and Ruturaj Gaikwad is thriving off that right now. Let's move on to the bowlers, because it wasn't a CSK person, it was an RCB lad in Harshal Patel. He got 3 for 54. His last over, of course, changing the whole scenario of the game, like you rightly mentioned. But are you still impressed with what he's been able to deliver for RCB?
Yes, I think it happens. He has to take it in a very philosophical manner, Avanish. It happens to all the bowlers. The fact remains that he's been excellent so far in all the IPL matches he has played for RCB. Virat Kohli has got him as a death over specialist, and he has done that. It will happen when one of these overs will go against you. The batsman at the other end will try and figure out what kind of deliveries you are bowling, and I think that's what happened today. After conceding those two maximum in the first two balls of that over, I think he panicked a little bit, and then he allowed Jadeja to take control. But I think he has to just take it in his stride and come back with renewed energy in the next game.
Yep, and definitely something to think about for RCB. But never mind, he was of course up against Ravindra Jadeja, who was the all-rounder performance at 10 and 10 in terms of Criclytics. And like you said, he could do no wrong. Just the fact that he came in, of course, he changed the game with the bat, but more importantly, how he just makes Chennai feel like they have 12 men on the field all the time. He's everywhere. Dhoni probably has the best positions for him in certain key moments. Just a word on Jadeja. In fact, let's just do a little stand up and applause for Jadeja right now, because it's been quite an all-round performance, Saba.
Yes, and I think it's incredible to watch both Dhoni and Jadeja in action. I don't know whether you noted or not. The previous delivery when he bowled to Glenn Maxwell, I heard MS Dhoni say in Hindi कि उसको मारने दो, तुम intelligent bowling करो, which means that he will get after you, so you don't have to bowl short. Pitch up to him. He has to go after you because the asking run rate is going up, and I think that's precisely what Jadeja did. And he got rid of Glenn Maxwell, then he got the important wicket of AB de Villiers. I think both these players, they understand each other's game quite well, and MS Dhoni's instructions behind the stumps is very well taken by Jadeja, because MS understands the body language of the batsman in front of him, and that is what is conveyed to Jadeja. So I think these two together really flourish. And I think over the past maybe I think couple of years, Jadeja has grown in stature, not only as a bowler but also as a batsman, because he realized there was a point when he was dropped from white ball cricket. So he could figure it out that he really has to work very hard on his batting to add more value with his presence in the side. And I think one can see a different kind of a Jadeja altogether, which is heartening to watch.
It is heartening to watch, and there can be plenty of confidence taken in that camp, because if they perform like this, they can really win their fourth title, CSK. Speaking of the wicket-keepers, and this is where it was 2-1, you levelled it 2-2 by the skin of your teeth, Saba, because AB de Villiers managed to bail you a point out here. MS Dhoni 2 not out, nothing to choose from, so I think we can skip past this and we should just let you smile about this, because it was 2-2, and then yet again, go on.
Yes, I mean, I went with AB de Villiers because expecting him to score some runs. Plus, he bats number 5. So I think if RCB had to win, then I was expecting a far better contribution from AB de Villiers. But as I said, it does happen to the best in the business. It was a tricky wicket, and the required run rate was going up. That is why he had to play a shot like that. It didn't work out well for ABD today.
Did anyone text you during the game saying that they needed an ABD miracle?
Yes, I got so many messages, by the way. They were waiting for a messiah to come through.
Well, I'll take that in the chin, Saba. And of course, you got the result right, so did Criclytics, which means it was a point fest out there, 3-3. Well done, Saba Karim, in your first game. What do you have to say about your performance, let alone about CSK's thumping win?
I need to be very careful now, because the machine is quite wise and intelligent. So I think next time around, I'll be far more careful before I pick my players.
Yeah, it's good to see that you have the humility to accept it, but we love that, and we love the fact that there is some banter as well. And guys, that was Saba Karim just shedding light on what's been a brilliant performance. If you're a Chennai Super Kings fan, savouring this on a Sunday. For an RCB fan, well, another day will be Tuesday when they take on the Delhi Capitals. Only time will tell what will happen in that clash, but we'll bring it all to you on cricket.com. Until then, stay locked and focused on our channel right now.